Plasma, and you'll have to excuse this. If you know, you know. The sun has been blowing up for almost 3 days straight now. And that's why I want to talk to you about plasma. So plasma is the energy that we are receiving from the grand central sun through our planetary sun in both the solar weather events and what we call immeasurables. So the immeasurables are the energies that we're feeling in our body some days, but the Schumann's not telling us anything and the solar weather app is not showing us anything. Those are called immeasurables. There's something going on. I'm receiving energy. My body's telling me I'm receiving something, but there's like no real talk about it, and there's no apps to measure it that we can do here on the human level. It's because we have reached the level of ascension now where we are able to receive these plasma codes and have it not come through the sun. So what is plasma? I am not a scientist. I'm going to do my best here. However, science is starting to catch up with us in its understanding of what plasma is. Plasma is consciousness, and plasma is programmable. So when we receive energy from the sun, we are receiving solar radiation that comes into the body. It opens the cell membrane, the cell wall, and then allows the plasma to go in and recode at the mitochondrion level. That is the DNA recoding and activations that we receive that are a part of our ascension. It burns off the old cellular memories and replaces the coding within the DNA from carbon to crystalline. So the solar radiation is a part of the struggle that the body goes through. It's very, very drying. That's why we need hydration. It is perceived as an attack by the immune system, much like cancer radiation works, though this form of radiation is different. So our immune system is being constantly compromised on a low grade level. Our body is always in a detox as it is trying to purge out all of these old energies that comes in a myriad of different ways. And at the same time, this is the intricate dance that has to be so delicate with our body's ability to handle it. We are receiving new codes in the form of plasma. Now, plasma is also referred to as photonic light. Plasma comes into the body and it makes you feel bloated. Often it's like that Buddha belly, often it's the middle of the body sort of bloat feeling, but it can create generalized inflammation throughout the entire body, where maybe your face is a little bit puffy, or other forms of ascension symptoms that are related to inflammation is what is presenting. And that is because the expansiveness of the plasma, the photonic light that comes into the body, is being received by the immune system as attack. It is expansive, it is high vibrational, and it holds the 0 point energy, which is another thing that we can talk about with regards to plasma. So because the plasma is coming into the body as consciousness that is programmable, it can come in it behaves in two different ways. In one sense of the term is that the grand central sun, which I call source, when these plasma codes are directed to us for the purpose of ascension, it can come with an intention or a program held within the plasma that it do a certain thing within the human body. So there are times when we are feeling the energy coming in and it's hitting us very much in the head. And then there are other times where we will feel the energy and it's hitting us more in the heart space. And then there's other times again where it just seems like it's just a generalized bombardment of light codes. So that is that the plasma from its originator can be programmed as to where the work is next to be done for the ascending humans. The other thing that means that plasma works with the human body is all of the DNA coding is being reprogrammed from carbon to crystalline, including the human genetics. So if you receive plasma light codes that are going into the human body and recoding the DNA at the like through the cellular wall and into the mitochondria, it also needs to be able to know how to grow hair, fingernails, skin, how to become a liver, a heart. All of your human genetics are being reprogrammed at a higher vibrational level, but the plasma and its ability to be programmed is the key to all of this. It is consciousness at the 0 point, so that when the plasma engages with the body and it's engaging with the skin, then it produces more skin at that higher vibrational crystalline level. When it's meeting your fingernails, your toenails, your hair, your organs, it's meeting the human genetics at the human genetic requirement and up-leveling it at that level. So plasma is, you could say that plasma is God consciousness, just as we say that water is God consciousness. But plasma is what is working with your body as a part of the ascension process. It is what is sort of draining the immune system. It is what is making the human healing of rashes and blemishes and little cuts and scrapes slow down a lot. And at the same time, it's because that it's trying to do this delicate dance where it's reprogramming you and all of your genetic material, both for the human and for the ascended human and ascending human, all at the same time. So how do we know that plasma is interacting with us? It's the radiation that makes us feel really dry lips, dry mouth, dry throat, dry eyes. It dries out the membranes. That's the radiation piece. And then the plasma piece is where you get the bloat, the extreme fatigue, not just sort of, oh, ascension is really knocking it out of me and I seem to be always tired, but those moments where the energies hit and you're like, if I don't go lay down, I'm going to fall down. That is usually plasma. And feeling weak, like actually not having muscular or cardiovascular, can't think of a word right now, to be able to do anything, where you just literally feel weak, so weak that getting up and going to the bathroom or going and getting a drink is just, it's got you a little short of breath, using your muscles. There's no vitality. That was the word, in your muscles or in your cardiovascular system. That is because plasma makes you feel weak, because it's coming into the body and doing a full rewrite of your system. So for those that are really interested in the sciencey bit of all of this, another teacher that talks about plasma and has done recently is Sandra Walter. I will pin her recent video in the comments here, so that if you want to explore this a little bit more, that's my unpacking in my language in a digestible way for you to understand what is all of this solar energy that we're getting and what is it actually doing in the body. So I hope that that helps, and I will try and answer your questions if you have any. I will see you soon. Bye for now.